What is the Lord's Supper? The Lord's Supper is a sacrament in which bread and wine are given and received as Christ directed to proclaim his death. Those who receive the bread and wine in the right way share in his body and blood with all his benefits, not physically, but by faith, and become spiritually stronger and grow in grace. Now that's a beautiful way of expounding the Lord's Supper, or what we call communion. So it's a proclamation of the death of Christ. You know why it's so important? Because we can be so forgetful. The fact that Christ died sacrificially, painfully, as a perfect sinless man for us, thou depraved, fallen human beings. So we got to be grateful. That's why we partake of the Lord's Supper once a month, or twice, or every week. You know, so you can do that. That's important to remind and instill into our hearts. And those who receive the bread and wine, those who receive the Lord's Supper, and those who receive the Lord's Supper in the right way, share in his body and blood with all his benefits. Okay, he says with all his benefits, not physically, but by faith. Now, you know, this is mystic now. If you take the communion of the Lord's Supper by faith, you actually partake of the body and the blood of Christ. Catholic calls transubstantiation and consubstantiation and some of this stuff. Okay, we're not going to that, but we actually share in Christ's body and blood with all his benefits. Basically, share means spiritually share. For what? For all the benefits that come with Jesus' body and blood, because that body and blood gives us redemption and fulfillment and liberation. Okay, and more importantly, in a covenant, so that we be eternally connected with the Lord and never fall away. So keep doing that, you see. So that is that we spiritually, we're joined to Christ with all his benefits, that we may become spiritually stronger and grow in grace.